Then they that feared the Lord spake oft one to another.
Right.
And the Lord hearkened and heard what was written before him for them that fear the Lord and that thought upon his name.
Right. So, every time brothers get together, right, in unison, man, and speak of these scriptures, right, before the Most High God, a book of remembrance is written before the Lord in the heavens, man. Right? And the Lord keeps record of everything that he does, man. Right? Everything that we do. Right? So these things are going to follow. The works are going to follow. Right? Even after we're gone. Right? So that's what the moral of this lesson is, your labor is worthy of your reward. Right? And what we do is we labor for what? One another in these last days, man. Right? So another brother can bring
God. Shalom Israel, Shalom class.
Shalom.
Praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bashim, Mashiach, right, for another Sabbath day, right, another day to magnify and glorify his name in these last days. Right, Lord willing, we be making our calling in election sure by praying, fasting, reading, studying, exhorting one another, loving one another, and displaying and saying grace, mercy, and long suffering towards one another as the Most High has done unto us by waking us up, right, to know that we Israelites, right, to know the things that is pleasing in his eyes, to be able to see the things that's going on in the world and prepare ourselves for the day of the Lord. All praises to the Most High. Give me the book of Acts chapter 17 and verse number 2.
It's the book of Acts chapter 17 and verse 2. And Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days.
And what?
And 3 Sabbath days. And 3 Sabbath days. Reason with them out of the scriptures.
Moving in the spirit of our righteous forefathers, man. Right? As Paul in his manner was, he went in 3 Sabbath days and reasoned out of the scriptures, man. We're not going to speak our own words, our own opinions, how we feel. No, we're going to speak, thus saith the Lord. Right? Give me 18 and 4.
The book of Acts chapter 18 and verse 4. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath. Every Sabbath. And persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
So we're here to persuade those that know they Israelites, right? And those that are just coming in this thing, man. The proselytes, man. Right? They just finding out who they are. Right? They want to build themselves up. They want to learn how to serve the Lord. Right? And those men that's been in this thing, hey, to continue to endure, to continue to hold on to this faith, right? And to the day of the Lord. So all praise to the Most High God.
God. Hey, mighty Sabbath that we're bringing in, right? First and foremost, of course, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua, man. What a blessing it is to be gathered together as is commanded of us, right? Convocation, right, on the Sabbath day, man, right? So the one thing we want to make sure people, right, who are tuning in, brothers who are gathering together, right, there are many manifold lessons going out on the Sabbath. But you want to make sure, right, that you're not laboring in vain, man, right? Your work, right, should be rewarded, provided you're moving with what? A clean heart, man. You're not moving in guile. You're not moving in deception. You're not seeking vainglory. You're not looking for likes and follows, right? You're not trying to be America's next best Hebrew, man. Sunday's best, Saturday's best, man. Hey, brother, your garment not hanging low. I got the best garment, brother. Hey, if you're not under my camp, hey, under the commanding this or whatever, hey, you're not in the truth. So, we like to say today is a spirit check, man.
Right.
The Sabbath is a spirit check for brothers to understand that this work that you're putting in, hey, you want to get that reward, man. As a brother put it, hey, you want to get that reward for the spirit of leaving the old man, right, and coming to the new man, right? Let's go back to the book of Psalms chapter 92.
Gone.
From the top.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 92 from the top. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord.
Give me the monologue. Do you see that?
Gone. A song or a song for the Sabbath day.
Hey, what?
A song or a song for the Sabbath day.
Hey, man, you should be in a great spirit, joyful noise, right? Hey, thinking about the Sabbath, man. Thinking about this sign that was made between you, right, and Yahushua and the Most High, man. Something that we all can come together upon, right, is the laborious works that we're putting forth. Keep reading.
Gone. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praise unto thy name, O Most High.
Of who?
O Most High.
Right? And this is something that you have to understand coming into this thing, right? Counting the cost and what you're putting your brick to, right? They always say, I want to put my brick in.
Right.
I need to put my brick in. What are you building, man?
Right.
Are you building a house of confusion because you like to debate? Are you building a house of confusion because you're seeking vainglory? Are you building a house of wickedness because all you want to do is gather up women for your lust's sake? Hey man, they say we can have multiple wives. What are your works? And what will be the reward for your works? Bounce down to verse 4, Bible shop.
Down verse 4. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work.
Through thy who?
Through thy work.
At, right? To fashion ourselves after. Hey, look at the works of the Most High. Look at what the ordinances that he's put forth. Look at how the stars obeyed the Most High's commandment. How the sun, the sign of the feast, everything obeys the commandment of the Most High, man. What glorious works that he's put forth that we as his vessels, right, from the potter, we should fashion ourselves likewise. Keep reading.
God. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not.
Say it again.
A brutish man knoweth not.
What else?
Neither do a fool understand this.
Hey, people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
They're not going to agree with you rebuking Halloween, a high hell day, man. They're not going to agree with you not playing dress up, and then they're going to say you're oppressing your children. Why don't you give them candy? You can't give your child candy. They're going to hate that you're putting a stance down, right, for the Most High. Keep reading.
Gone. Verse 7. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever.
And this is the thing, man. Don't get caught up with what the wicked are doing. How great and well they're doing, right? How prosperous they're moving. Hey man, they got the best Airbnb, man. They ain't keeping no commandments. Right, give me another precept real quick about Bashar in 2nd Ezra chapter 3, starting at verse 28.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, and verse number 28. Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? For when I came thither and had seen impieties without number.
When I came thither and seen impieties, people not giving reverence to the Most High, read.
Then my soul saw many evildoers in this 13th year, so that my heart failed me. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning.
Say it again.
For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning.
We see how the wicked are flourishing in this world, to where you may put down the plow, to get your rocks off, man. Read.
And has spared wicked doers, and has destroyed thy people, and has preserved thine enemies, and has not signified it.
A lot of people are going to get distracted by the prosperity of the wickedness, and you're going to forfeit your reward and your labor because you fought for vanity versus fighting for the Lord. Keep reading.
I do not remember how this way may be left.
Say it again.
I do not remember how this way may be left.
What way? Read.
Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion?
Keep going.
Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
So your labor should be invested in the very fact that the Most High invested in you. You have the tools, Jacob. You got the tools. You got the reasoning. You're the godly man that they should continually be around. Keep reading.
And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth and think not upon thy commandments.
Don't get confused with the people prospering who think not upon, thus says Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And with that, I'll pass it to this brother.
Con, man, and to let me back on those points is that we have to show forth the same labor as the Most High done for us. The Lord gave us everything. He gave you the world, man. and everything thereof, right? But through our wickedness, man, and slack of hand, right, the Lord has given those things over to our enemies, man. But now you have to labor much more to receive those things back, man, right? Because they're rightfully yours by right, but you forfeited that,
Right.
by the slack of doing what? Listening to what the Lord said, man. The Lord told you already, if you obey me, he's going to give you everything, man. The hegemony of the world, everything. And you wouldn't have to put forth much labor to do so, man. Your reward was there. All you had to do was listen and do what was asked of you.
Right.
But now, the Lord said, through much tribulation, you're going to enter to that kingdom, man. Right? But start me off with 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 18, real quick.
It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, and verse number 18.
Right?
For the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle an ox
Right.
that treadeth out the corn,
Uh-huh.
and the laborer is worthy of his reward.
Right. So you're worthy for whatever you put out, man. Just like at your job, man. If you do the bare minimum, hey, you're going to get the bare minimum pay.
Right.
You're going to get the bare minimum outcome. Go forth with study. If you just study for a couple of minutes, you just skimming over scriptures, you know, you're not diving in the meaning of a word or whatever, you know, you're just going to be on the surface level.
Right.
Right? But those that dive deep and want to seek the wisdom and the secrets of the Lord, man, and the things that he's given, the Lord is going to be greater, man. Right? And how are you going to know that? By the fruit that's been brought forth, man. Right? The fruit that has been brought forth. You will know a man by his look, his conversation, the way he moves, right? Right? The effort that he puts out is what he's going to get in return, man. At the end of the day. That's the simplest way to put it, man. Whatever you put out is what you're going to get in return, man. Right? Matter of fact, give me the classic. Give me Galatians 6 and 7 real quick, man.
Book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Yeah.
Be not deceived.
What the Lord say?
Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked.
Right.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So the Lord started off by saying, don't be deceived, man. Right. Don't trick yourself.
Right.
Thinking just because you say my name, man, and you read a couple of scriptures that I'm just gonna give you infinite wisdom.
Right.
Don't deceive. He said, whatsoever a man soweth, right? Whatever seed you plant, whatever, you know, efforts that you put out in the world is what you're going to get back in return, man. I can tell you in the world, the energy that you put out is what you're going to receive, man.
Right.
You know? So, the Most High is never mocked. Whatever a man sows, that's what he's going to reap. Right? You can't go out in the summertime, like, and the Lord is so cold, man. He tell you to look at something as small as an ant. Right? Go to that, matter of fact. Psalm 6, verse 6. Proverbs 6.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 6.
Right.
Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways.
Do what?
Consider her ways.
Why is he asking you to consider the ways of an ant, man?
Right.
You a man. Right. You're 10 billion times bigger than an ant, man. But he said, go to the ant, man, and just consider her ways, man. Right? Read on.
And be wise.
And be what?
And be wise.
And be wise. Use wisdom when you watch it, right? Read.
Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer, and gathered her food in the harvest.
See that? She provided her food, man, in a time where it's bountiful. When the time she's supposed to go forth and put forth that work to get that plenteous reward, she's always working, moving. Constantly. You don't never see an ant somewhere kick back resting, man.
Right.
And they're never by themselves. They're always together as a unit, man. Looking after one another, man. You ever seen a gang of ants hanging from a ceiling, man? Hanging on each other, man? They don't lose one. Right? Because they work together and their reward is worthy. Because when it's cold outside, guess what? They sitting cozy, they eat good all winter. You remember that little cartoon ants, man?
Yeah.
When they was, working and harvesting, and the next thing the crickets come in and try to jack the
Exactly.
food, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But see, the crickets, the more the story was, they wasn't hungry at the end. Because they was depending on somebody else to do for them, man.
Right.
And they was with their hands.
That's right.
Right? But the ant is always working. That's why the Lord said, consider the ways of an ant. They don't even have a God or an overseer. They just born to do that, man. They bred.
That's a lot, King. So to that point, I got a lot of fire ants, right?
Yeah.
Outside of my back field. Right. So I go out there, range. Them ants are out there.
Going crazy.
They going ham, working in the nighttime to secure things, and even in the cold when it rains, they secured their hill so fortified that the mud hardens it like a roof.
See that?
And I'm like, how do you all know how to work like this?
Yeah.
Consistently, man.
Man.
To where one mound turned into 20.
See that? Yeah.
But to your point, go ahead, Ken. That's right.
Right. Give me one more. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse number 6. Right?
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 9 and verse number 6. And it reads, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly. And he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully.
See that? So if you come in this thing and you barely put any effort into it, man, you're going to get the bare minimum reward. Right? And what you got to consider is that when you come into the truth to work for the Lord, you're not just working for yourself.
Right.
You got brothers to come in and labor for, man.
Right.
The Lord said the altar and the temple rest on you. Right? So you're laboring for your people, not for yourself. Just like going back to the ant. The ant is not laboring singly for himself. It's for the whole colony, man. Right? But read that again.
But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully.
Right. Read on.
Every man according as he purposed it in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity. For Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver.
So the Lord loves those that's going to go hard for it, man. The Lord loves a cheerful giver, man. That's willingly giving, right? Out of the abundance of his heart as well, man. Right? So we always got to consider that.